On the other hand, just like Aaron needs Moses, and just like Iskafia needs Torah, and just like the counting in the month of Iyar, which is the month that we said a moment ago, represents the month of Ishapcha, it also needs the level of Moshe, which is the level of peace where there is no place for evil whatsoever. Halacha, or chapter number 5. Even now in the second month, when you're in the month of Iyar, which represents the avodah of Ishapcha transformation, and even more than that, the avodah of the Markava, of the chariot, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah, which were totally nullified before God's will. So now you're on the highest level possible. Suddenly, you have to have a remnant, a reminder, a scar even. Machayis v'aspailu shalavid is the skafia from the struggle and the challenges when you were in the realm of iskafia, when you were in the realm of subjugating the animal soul. That's why we say in the Haggadah that even after Mashiach comes, even after Yetzias Mitzrayim, even after Yemais HaMashiach, even after the coming of Mashiach, we're still going to celebrate Passover. We're still going to remember going out of Egypt. But why? Going out of Egypt was only a skafia. We ran away from Egypt. When Mashiach will come, will be his Hapka transformation. So why do we need to still remember this lower level of our avodas Hashem, this lower level of our service to God? The answer is when when the evil is very strong, there's a unique quality that is derived from the aspect of fear. There is a unique quality that is derived when evil is prowling and pertinent in your life. And that is knowing that it's evil. I have to run away. There's an urgency. There's a swiftness. There's a chipazon. There's a haste. We do things quickly. We don't take our time. We're not relaxed. We're moving. We are jumping over the mountains. We're leaping over the hills. Because the fact that we know that we're wrestling with evil, it causes us to wake up. It causes us to run. It causes us to shout. And this jump and this quantum leap is beyond Seder V'Adrog, is higher than all of the chain reaction of creation. However, once a person reaches a level of transformation, even though transformation is higher than subjugation, he no longer has to deal with the evil because it was transformed. Similarly, with the service of Hashem, of doing good, you're doing good every day, giving tzedakah. Yeah, I'm a good person, I'm studying Torah. However, when it comes to these things, generally it's b'seider v'adrag. It's much more calm. It's with an organized, methodical path. We need to bring now that urgency, that running out of Egypt into our daily service. When we're calm and cool and collected, no, there has to be a sense of urgency. There has to be this running to do Hashem's will, this passion, to break a sweat in your davening, to break a sweat in your learning Torah. And that is the meaning of second Passover. And that is, even though you're doing all the mitzvahs now, you're doing Asay Toiv, which is really the theme of the second month. In the first month, you ran away from evil. The second month, you're doing good. However, you need to bring that urgency, running away from evil. Unfortunately, you listen to stories of Yidden. October 7th, they were running away. They were running away from those terrorists. May God erase them from the face of the earth. But they ran for their lives. That same running, we have to run now to do good things, to help another Jew. Not, I'll take care of it tomorrow, going back in a week. Right now, we have a mitzvah, run, do it. You tell God, God, draw me, and I will run after you. Mashcheni means draw me in the singular. Acherecha, we will run after you. Hold on, where did the we come from? We say Mashcheni, God, draw me close to you. God, bring me close to you. And if you do that for me, God, you should know we will run after you. What does that mean? And that's a and that is when God inspires the godly soul. The godly soul now has power to inspire the animal soul. The animal soul now begins to love Hashem. As we say in the Shema every day, love God with all your heart. What does that mean, all your heart? With the godly soul and the animal soul. But now you have an advantage because the love of the animal soul is in a running and leaping, an urgent way. It's urgent care. This causes now the godly soul to run also. And this explains the pasuk, Mashcheni, God, draw me close to you. Then we will run after you. The idea is the running. And do the mitzvah with the running, with excitement, with passion, with vitality. However, after this quality entered into Asay Toiv, into good, this dilug, this quantum leap, now this jump is even greater than that of Pesach. Passover is only the jump is, I'm afraid of staying in Egypt. I'm afraid of the Egyptians following me or catching up with me. Or I'm afraid of the terrorists finding me. So I'm running. But the running is only out of fear. But in the second month of the year, we're now running to do good. However, the jumping to Torah mitzvahs in the second month is to do good, which means to study Torah. I'm running towards God's wisdom. I'm running towards God's desire. And that is b'li gvul amiti, that is the ultimate infinity. The surmira hadilug in b'li gvul shalmayla mahadraga ta'avei devasei toiv hu dilug gadol yeser. Now that I introduced this idea of jumping even into doing good, this jumping now is a much greater jumping than before. Before, I was running away from evil. I was running away out of fear. Now I'm jumping and running towards love because I love God. I'm excited to do it. I'm happy. I'm joyous in the service of Hashem. This avodah, this running is much greater than the running away. Now we're running towards, and this is no doubt the ultimate transformation. Now we can also understand this teaching of the previous Rebbe, the Rebbe called Meiri V'chami. My father-in-law, there was the previous Rebbe, Rabbi Yisrael was the father-in-law of the Rebbe. Shepezach Sheni Shayich L'Nefesh Hashenis. Why did he say that Pesach Sheni is associated with the second soul? The second soul is the godly soul. For the advantage of this jumping of the second Pesach over the first Pesach, the first Passover, the jump, is because of the concealment of the animal soul. The Pesach Sheni, who shemizgala b'ligvul the nefesh hashenis shechel gamamamish. However, the jumping of the second Passover is the revelation of the godly soul that is part of God Himself, and now it's truly infinite. Even though it's in a body enclosed in a physical finite body. He knows that this godly soul is part of God Himself. When a person meditates on this idea that he has a godly soul, which is part of God Himself, just like God is infinite, we also have the powers of infinity. This gives you a tremendous excitement, a tremendous urgency to run and do the will of Hashem.